question of Laura Guzman. I asked a gentleman who was here specifically what he did to de-escalate the situation. We're talking a lot about tasers, but the actual process of talking people down is very important, and people don't seem to understand how this is done, because Chief Sir comes out and says on the Chronicle and to these forums that I've attended all of and videoed that you cannot talk down a person with a gun. That nets are useless against somebody with a gun. His tipping point is he read the police orders out loud at the Bayview Forum, saying that, let me get this straight, please bear with me a minute, I got to get this right, I'm quoting the police chief here. The sum and substance was, you can't talk down someone if they have a gun. That's going to be the deciding factor. And that little piece of information is key in the way Chief Sir is looking at this. So I would like to respectfully ask you, do you know whether it's possible to talk down or de-escalate somebody with a gun?
I've done knives, not guns, okay? But I think it's the same. And I really think that the cops are trained on how to talk down to someone who has a gun. Probably better trained than me. But how do you tell someone to put down a knife? Is you, respectfully, in broken record form says, please, put down the knife. Put down the knife. Please help me out, put down the knife. I don't want you to get hurt or anybody get hurt. Please, put down the knife. Raise your hand how many of you had made by voice put someone down a knife or a gun. Every time I do this training, this happens. So it's actually very doable. It's called break the momentum. It's you are acknowledging that person in a crisis. You know that that person is not trying to hurt anybody because he or she would have done it already if they did. Same with a gun. Someone wants to shoot, they're hesitating, they're not shooting. The cops know that better than all of us. So that's the answer. And this is one thing for police commission. We do it with $12 and $14 an hour staff. Staff that gets paid $14 an hour. Okay? I don't remember what's the entry level. I know that bar police just, I put it on Facebook, entry level is $125,000. Okay, we make $29,000 a year in the city of San Francisco. We do this every day. So, not guns, knives, similar. The effect is the same, and you see how many people here have done it, just in voice command.
I want to ask one other thing. I talked to a police officer, an SFPD officer, who told me, and this is for Laura, who told me that police consider knives just as seriously bad as guns because people can lunge and a cut across the chest is fatal, whereas a bullet hole is little. Could you respond?
Well, I have a weapon collection, and I never been hurt. That's all I can say. And I never use tasers. So that's my answer to the police chief.